Hi, I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I decided I would make a video on everything in the 1.16 Nether update. Because I did one on caves and cliffs, so here we go. First off, since it would be difficult to show all the biomes, I have made little snapshots. The original Nether has become the Nether Wastes. It has lava and abundance of quartz and netherrack. The Soul Sand Valley is home to soul sand and soil, and bone blocks. The Crimson Forest is home to a lot of fungus, roots, and trees, as is the Warp Forest, but it's blue. And the Basalt Deltas is barren and filled with magma cubes. Anyway, let's get on to the Crimson objects. Crimson Stems and Crimson Hyphae both have their respective leaves, stripped variants, and here they are. See if you go down here, you'll be able to see the log thing. Oh right, I destroyed the roots. I thought those were just something I accidentally put down. Crimson stems with fungus and crimson hyphae with their roots. Crimson can also be made into wood. It can be made into blocks, planks, buttons, slabs, stairs, pressure plates, and trapdoors. Fences, gates, doors, signs, and the shroom light is a glowing object that appears on crimson trees. And here's a crimson tree. You can see the shroom lights in there. Next up, let's talk about the warped ones. Pretty much the same. Warped stems and hyphae, fungus and roots. Can be again made into planks, buttons, slabs, stairs. Pressure plates, trapdoors, fences, gates, doors, signs. Doors have a nice viney look to them. And the warped trees are a lot taller, as you can see, and they don't have shroom lights. I'm gonna reset it. Oh, also on a quick side note, I think the clock is the item that most people always forget is in Minecraft. Next up, let's talk about soul objects. Weird name, but it was honestly the best tag I ever had. The soul speed enchantment increases speed, but only on soul sand and soul soil. Then it has 3 levels to it. For example, see, I'm a lot faster. And if I wasn't, see how much slower I go? Yeah. Soul soil is a new type of soul sand found in the Soul Sand Valley, and soul sand is a dimmer blue fire that spawns on soul sand and soil. Nice blue stock. Soul fire can also make other objects: torches, lanterns, and campfires, which I can use to cook my fresh kelp. Beware though that they are dimmer. They just look nicer. Next up is Crying Obsidian. Crying Obsidian is a block that can be obtained from ruined portals, which are naturally generated structures that are relatively common. I actually played a Minecraft VR survival off camera once, and found one with a golden axe, enchanted one. And respawn anchors can be used with Crying Obsidian, and are used to respawn in the Nether and are powered by glowstone. If you put more than 4 glowstone in, it explodes in the overworld or in the end. Oh nice, my dried kelp is ready, thank you. Ew, I hate dried kelp. But it has a nice texture and particle effect. Crying Obsidian was also going to be a replacement for beds in the early stages of Minecraft, so we gotta add it. Next up is Netherite. Ancient debris, which is connected, is a very rare ore found deep in the Nether, which can be smelted to make Netherite scraps. Netherite scraps can be mixed with gold to make Netherite ingots. Netherite ingots can be mixed with diamond to make swords, pickaxes, axes, shovels, hoes, helmets, chest plates, leggings, boots, and blocks, used for beacons. And they all have special textures, while the rest just have different coloured handles and stuff. These actually have new textures, which is nice. Netherite is the strongest material in the game and will not burn in lava. I will put some in now to prove it. Wait for it. Yeah, see? Very durable. However, they are technically a diamond upgrade. sort of. Next up, lodestone. Lodestone can be crafted with 8 chiseled stone bricks and 1 netherite. A lodestone can turn compasses into lodestone compasses, which will always point to that lodestone. If it's destroyed, it will become useless and broken. And if, like I said there. Next up is the addition of a new type of stone, because we didn't have enough blackstone. Blackstone can be found in the basalt deltas and can be made into gates, stairs, slabs, and blocks. It can also be polished into fences, buttons, blocks, slabs, stairs, and pressure plates. And it can also be made into bricks, into cracked blocks, normal blocks, slabs, stairs, gates, and the chiseled blackstone, which has a piglin face on it, and we'll get into piglins later. Next up are the new gold ores. Nether gold ore is a common ore that spawns in the nether wastes that will drop gold nuggets, and gilded blackstone is on the other hand, is a very rare ore that forms in the basalt deltas. Next up, this one isn't really exactly nether related, but it's crafted with 1 hay bale and 4 redstone. I don't have a bow in there. Let me just like put a little thing in here. Alright, so if you look here, that's full of smoke. See, it emits a redstone signal, and the closer to the front, the further it goes. See there, it barely went. Look, see? See, that only went 2 pieces of redstone dust. Next up, let's look at the mobs. Also, I'm not sure if this is an actual feature, but you can build nether portals like really tall as long as they're a cube or rectangle. And finally, we'll talk about the mobs. We have to go to the nether for this. Yeah, so here's the nether gold ore. I don't remember which way it was. It wasn't in that tunnel. Was it up here? Yeah. Yeah, it was up here. I have them in little glass cages. First up is the Strider. The Strider is the only passive nether mob that will spawn in lava. It cannot be tamed if you use warped fungus on a stick, and a saddle you can ride them across the lava oceans. If they get out of lava, they will start to shiver uncontrollably and turn blue, but they won't die. Next up are piglins. Piglins are a bit more complicated. They spawn in the new Baspian remnant structure and can be bartered with gold ingots and will drop random items. And they will also not attack you if you're wearing gold armor. Otherwise they're hostile. And also, if they see you mining any type of gold ore in front of them, they will attack you even if you are wearing a gold armor, and are very hostile towards our next mob, hoglins. Hoglins and piglins are arch enemies, and hoglins deal very big knockback damage. If piglins kill a hoglin, they will actually do a victory dance, and getting some hoglins near piglins is a good way to distract them. Next up is the zombified piglin. The zombified pigman is the new zombie pigman. Here's proof. If you go into zombie horse, zombified, yep. Personally, I think they look so much cooler. Zombified pigmans will spawn either in the nether wastes. This is not the nether waste, this is the crimson forest. It should have trees, but there aren't any. And, the zombified piglin looks really cool, and it can also spawn if a piglin enters the overworld. There is no way to stop that process. Next up is my favourite, the zoglins. Zoglins will not spawn in the nether. They will only happen if a hoglin goes through a nether portal and enters into the overworld. They look really cool, and they are the most hostile mob in the entire game. They will attack any mob apart from creepers. And finally, the newest addition, the Piglin Brute. The Piglin Brute is a variant of the Piglin that is hostile, carries the old armor, and cannot be bartered with. I don't think. I haven't seen them before. They spawn in Bastion Remnants and have stars all over their face. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Now, what I'm gonna do now is quickly... actually, what I'm gonna do... One sec. I might try and show you a few of the biomes in the wild since I still have a bit more minute left to reach my trademarked 13-minute mark. I'm just gonna put a bed here, okay? So if I die, this is my respawn. Okay, there we go. Respawn point set. Let's go. I'm gonna drop my bed in the lava when I get there. Let me show you a few of the things. Also, I just want to clarify, no changes have been made to existing mobs, apart from, obviously, the zombie pigmen, who don't exist anymore. Rest in peace. I really love the zombified piglins more, though, so... Here's the Crimson Forest. It should have a ton of trees in it, but it has nice grass. It's maybe the Nether Waste, actually. Let me show you a walk. Oh yeah, and there's also a new command, /locate biome. Let's go for the warped forest first. 430 blocks away. Here we go, you can see there's a large abundance of trees. That's a, oh yeah, there's a crimson tree right there, but you can see pretty, oh they do have shroom lights. Strange. They can only grow on this type of grass, and the warped forest is the only nether biome where no hostile mobs spawn, only endermen. Which is nice for getting them for ender pearls. Here's the nether waste. You can see there's an abundance of zombified piglins, and the nether gold ore is more common than I would expect. In fact, it's even more common than gold is in the overworld. And also, let me show you an actually. Oh, never mind. 1 second. These are the basalt deltas. This is a canonically radioactive, because you can hear a Geiger counter sometimes, lava-filled magma cube infested biome, which is supposed to be very volcanic, and you can see there's some blackstone, and it seems to have collided with a nether fortress, creating the coolest thing ever. This is so... I want to save this. Like, I'm gonna stay over here, because this is awesome. Look what's happened. Like, it's formed a nice little thing, but we'll come back to that. So now I just know where to go. Here's the Crimson Forest, very densely packed with trees and vines. Just need to find one thing, the Soul Sand Valley, but I really want to find this. Like, come on, this is so... Oh yeah, you can see the magma cubes. I don't know if it just means that they might have a higher size variant now. I don't know, though. Like I said, the Basalt Deltas is incredibly hard to navigate and crammed full of things. And the Soul Sand Valley... I don't really know if I can show you. It seems to be a bit rare, I'm not just saying that, but I think out of all the biomes, the most common, the most rare is this one. In the Soul Sand Valley, just imagine it as soul sand and blue fire. And also some fossils spawn there commonly. Anyway, I'm also out of time for this video, so goodbye.